Hey guys, it's Jessica. In today's video, I am going to be doing a story time. I'm going to try to make it quick, but I'm going to try to give you guys as much information as I can, because if this happened to you, I just want you guys to know how my situation went about and how I fixed it. So yes, I'm going to be telling you guys how UPS lost my Louis Vuitton Bumbag. So as some of you guys know, the Louis Vuitton Bumbag is a very hard item to get. It is very popular. They, I guess, don't produce as many. I don't know. It's so hard to get this bag. I have gone onto the Facebook group, and I've heard, even here on YouTube, I've heard of people looking for this bag and taking up to a year to find one. I never really actually wanted this bag. I thought that it was just a trendy piece. You know, bum bags were popular back in the 90s and they were making a comeback, but I thought it was just gonna be something that wasn't gonna last for very long. I did hear in the beginning, like way in the beginning when they first came out, I did hear that it was going to be a timeless piece, that you should get one, but I didn't buy too much into it and I really didn't like it. I didn't want to wear a fanny pack. But I recently, this was recent, I came across a few videos and it was like reviews and unboxing and just people that were using them and reviewing the bag, and they loved it. And I don't think I've ever came across a negative video from Bumbag, maybe one, but other than that, it was people talking about how much they loved it. So there was one video in particular, if I could find it, I'll link it. She was talking about how much she loved the fact that it was hands-free, and I like how they wear it across the body. So long story short, I fell in love with the bag. Well, my birthday's coming up in April, so I told my husband, hey, I know what I want for my birthday, and I'm letting you know now because it's really hard to find. And he's like, okay, just start looking for it, because I thought it was gonna take a really long time, right? I get on the website multiple times a day at odd times at night and nothing. I would call in once a week to talk to a representative, sometimes 2 times a week to talk to like a customer service rep at Louis Vuitton to try to get one, and I was never able to find one. So recently, Louis Vuitton did bring back their notify me option on the website, and I filled it out for the bum bag, and that was it. And I think I filled it out 3 different times just because I wanted to make sure that I was on that list to be notified. It took me about a month, a little over a month, and one day, it was a Monday, and I was on my phone. I think I was watching like a YouTube video, and boom, I get a notification, back in stock. I went so quick. I went on the website and I put place in cart. I filled everything out, and I think that I got my notification email of purchase confirmed, like the email that you get that says thank you for your purchase or your whatever, and within less than 2 minutes from receiving the back in stock email. So it was just like luck, because I had my phone in my hand and I saw the email come in. If it wasn't for that, maybe I wouldn't have gotten as lucky. I think I ended up getting an email later on that day saying that it was shipped and that I was going to be receiving it on that Wednesday. So I ordered it on Monday. I got the email and everything, and it said that I was going to be getting it on Wednesday. I always check my tracking status just in case it changes. You never know. Usually for Louis Vuitton, if they tell you that it's gonna come on Wednesday, it usually comes on Tuesdays. That's how usually it works, at least for my area. So I remember that afternoon or that evening, I went on there and I checked it, and it said it was going to be delivered the next day, which was on Tuesday. And I was like, okay, it's gonna come tomorrow. Here comes Tuesday. I'm excited. I'm like, all right, the bag is coming today. I made sure that my husband was home and that I was home. When I went to pick up the kids, he stayed at the house just to make sure that we received this package, because it's supposed to be signature required. So now it's like around 5 p.m. and I went on to check my email again to check my tracking because I hadn't received the bag yet. So I went on there and I checked the status and it said that it was not going to be delivered till the next day. At this point, I'm bummed out. I told my husband, like, damn, it's not coming till tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, that usually happens. So it's like 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And I don't know why I decided to go on to see if there was a switch in the email. And sure enough, it said delivered. And I was like, what? Delivered? Delivered at 6:25 p.m. So I was like, I didn't receive it, right? So then I go to the garage and I tell my husband, hey, did you receive my package? And he said no. So I'm like, okay. I went and I asked my teenager, I said, hey Nathan, did you receive the package? Which I knew he probably didn't receive it because you have to be 21 and over to receive it. And he has been told in the past, like, oh, can you get your mom? And then that's how it happens. So, and he said, no, I didn't receive anything. And I know my daughter didn't. So I'm like, at this point I'm panicking and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Where's the package? So I go to my neighbor's house because sometimes they deliver our packages there, and I asked him like, hey, by any chance did they deliver a package? He said no. Usually when they do, they hold them for us, but they didn't receive a package. So at this point I'm like, all right, I'm panicking. I get on the Facebook group and I'm like, this is what's going on. Has this ever happened to any of you? And a lot of people on there said that usually UPS says they delivered it and they deliver it the next day. They told me just to wait till the following day to make sure that, you know, maybe that it would get delivered. So I did that. Here came the next day, no package, it's midday, and I'm like, no, I gotta call in. So I called into Louis Vuitton and they started a claim. They said, okay, we're going to start a claim with UPS and we're gonna see what happened and we're gonna do an investigation. And I said, okay. So I hung up with them and I called UPS. And I called them and I said, hey, you know, it said that you guys delivered a package, but I never got it. And they're like, yeah, we delivered it to your address and the package was signed for. And I said, okay, who signed for it? Because I was home all day and I did not receive a package. And they said, oh, well, we don't have that information for you, but a claim was opened and we're gonna be looking into it and we will let you know, the status of your claim. So I'm worried and I'm like, oh man, I can't believe that this is happening to me. I can't believe this is happening to me. This is such a hard bag to find. So I call Louis Vuitton back and I'm like, what can I do? I need to find this bag. They were like, okay, we understand. And they asked me for a lot of information and I went ahead and I submitted all that information to them that they were asking me for, and they told me to just wait and see what would happen. Okay, I also want to add that in my information on UPS, it said delivered to, and it said the name of my city, and then where in the part where it says received by, it said ID verified, and then it says left at residential. And that's all it said. So I was like, okay, that's weird. Usually they ask for a name if they don't want you to sign for it because of COVID or whatever. That's what usually happens. I went back on the Louis Vuitton website to look at like the status on where it was coming from, where it went and all that. And everything seemed that it was on track. And I don't know what could have happened. So that was on Wednesday. So then on Thursday, I would call Louis Vuitton and UPS every day. I don't care. I was that annoying person. I was that annoying person that was calling and calling and calling and calling. So if you're in the same situation and I was to give you some advice, I would say to call every day and submit whatever Louis Vuitton is asking you to submit it right away, because they're really gonna try to stay on top of it. I feel that they resolved my issue very quickly. So on Thursday, I went ahead and I submitted everything that Louis Vuitton was asking me for, and I just let it be. I was working with several customer service representatives, and everyone was very nice, but there was one in particular that he was really nice, and he kind of stayed on top of it. So that evening I went ahead and I received an email from Louis Vuitton saying that they approved my claim, and that if I wanted, they would try to send me a new bag, or they would reimburse me, and I wanted the bag. So I called them right away and I said that I wanted the bag. She did let me know that it was gonna be very hard because they have limited stock, and at this point they had zero in the United States. And I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening to me, because I was able to purchase one and it's lost. God knows where it is. She told me that she was gonna put it in the notes that I wanted the bag, and that for me to just call back and see if they were able to locate one for me. So the following day I called again. I even asked them if they had any at a different store, and they checked and they didn't have anything. At this point they had no bags available. I'm in limbo. I'm just up in the air. I ended up getting a call from UPS, and they were telling me that they wanted me to confirm my address. I did. I asked them if they had any updates on what happened or what's going on. Well, here's the thing. They had no information for me. Till this day, I don't have an answer from UPS. I don't have an answer, and at this point I shouldn't even care because my claim got approved, but I'm the type of person that I want answers. I need closure. I don't know if you guys are that type of person, but I don't know why I'm this way, but I am. And I wanted answers. I wanted to know what happened. So this is what I think happened. I think that the UPS driver, I think he dropped it off at someone's house and didn't bother to knock, didn't bother to get a signature. And that's the reason why it says ID verified, because there was no name. I think that it was really late because it was 6:25, so he probably wanted to go home already. And I really do think that he took the package, dropped it off in the porch, and signed for it himself and called it a day. That's what I think happened. Now I'm not sure if that's what happened, but I think that's what happened. So someone out there in my city has a Louis Vuitton Bumbag. That is very hard to find. So lucky for them, but unlucky for me because there was zero available. So I let the weekend go by, and that Monday I called in to Louis Vuitton and I was talking to another representative. Well, she lets me know that they actually had just shipped a bag to me. And that was like the best news ever. I was like, I can't believe it. Like, oh my God, I'm so glad that they were able to send me one. So it got sent to my house. I think it got delivered the following day. I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to be doing an unboxing after I film this video. So if you guys want to see that unboxing, stay tuned. I just want to say that if you are dealing with this UPS drama, I think that they're getting away with not getting signatures right now because of the pandemic. I am very lucky that I was able to get another bag, but imagine I wasn't that lucky. I would have been devastated because, as some of you guys did hear, the Bumbag is getting discontinued in the Monogram and the World Tour. So I would have been so screwed. Now, I'm gonna say this, I haven't opened it, so I'm hoping that it's not damaged or that it doesn't have anything, like, I don't know, it doesn't have any imperfections. I hope I just didn't jinx myself, but we will see. We will see how the Bumbag comes out. But if you are looking into getting it and you purchase online and you have a store near you, I think you should pick it up at the store, just because UPS right now, I don't really know about them. I don't know about them. I'm really upset with UPS, but thankfully everything got resolved within a week, less than a week. It got resolved. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and like I said, wait up for that Bumbag unboxing.